Oh yeah, I figured that.
I don't have
Yep,
it.
that was pretty cool. It's like I said, it's only 5 episodes, but it's definitely worth it.
What's only 5 episodes? I missed. What did I miss? Only five
Uh,
episodes. Oh,
Lupin on Netflix. It's a top 10. It was a top 10 in the Netflix series and everything else. It's almost like the anime, except for the main character's black, and
Why does
his
that
father.
matter?
Well, because in the anime, the main
sounds a
character's
little
white.
racist there, buddy.
Hey, I'm just telling you, people who know Lupin from the anime, from the magma, he's a white guy.
I'm just saying. I mean, so was L in the
I'm
Death
just
Note movie.
saying.
We didn't have to enunciate on the fact that he was black.
Oh, he's a black
Jim
actor.
West wasn't a black. Jim West was not a black cowboy.
Well, no shit. God, Jim West. We're going all the way back to Wild Wild West. That's
Wild
what,
Wild West.
1999,
Oh God, I don't even know.
2000,
Oh, it was
maybe?
after
Somewhere around
99.
there.
It'd be, I think it was 2000, 2001.
That's a long time ago.
Okay, now I need to know.
Did you guys go on Netflix and watch Operation Odessa?
Operation Odessa. No, I haven't seen that
Oh, you
one
guys
on
are
there
missing
yet.
out. It's a
I'll see.
documentary about, okay, there's a guy that's from Russia that works for the Italian mob as a kid. He grows up, doesn't want to work for the Italian mob, goes down to Florida, opens up a really popular strip club called Porky's.
Okay.
Porkies.
Yeah, Porky's. Super popular. Now there's another guy, a white guy, that owns a marina down in Florida, and he sells boats to like celebrities and all kinds of like high profile people. At the time, they named off Vanilla Ice as high profile, but I don't think he counts anymore. And they did like oddball jobs. So one of them, now this is like back when the USSR kind of fell and there was like no government over
Yep.
there. So they're over there. The guy Tarzan, the Russian dude, he goes back over to Russia
Tarzan.
with the boat guy, and shit's like dirt cheap, like stupid cheap. So they're buying like Apache helicopters for like 10 grand. And then they're buying freaking helicopters from the
That's
military, selling them to people, buying tanks, selling them to people, doing all that stuff. And then eventually someone's like, yo, can you buy a submarine? And they're like, yeah, sure. What? Fuck it. Who cares? So they get in touch with this other guy that's a hitman for Pablo Escobar. And he's like, yo, I need a submarine to smuggle coke into America. And then Pablo Escobar freaking was like, yo, go check out the submarine. So just picture these guys that are like Russian generals buying a
Oh wow.
freaking diesel submarine. And then the guy that worked for Pablo Escobar freaking turns on him and steals $20 million from Pablo Escobar and doesn't buy the submarine.
Damn.
It's this crazy story of just like, how the hell did these guys actually go and buy a freaking boat?
Right?
Like,
How
that
did
is
this
insane.
happen?
How do you just walk into a marina and be like, I want to buy that for $2 million?
Right? I want
You
that.
shouldn't be able to
That's
do
exact.
that.
I'll buy that one and maybe that one.
It's hilarious because he's like, yeah, I was in the submarine. I went there and I was like, let's go for a test drive. They're like, okay, let's go for a test drive. And I was like, what? He's like, and then I was underwater and they were like, oh, you want just a submarine or one with bombs? I'm like, no. What? I was like, what the hell kind of world is this? He was like, yeah, I was taking Apache helicopters to like Ferrari dealerships, buying cars. The story is so
Jesus.
absurd.
I definitely can see that.
You got to see what the hell they're actually doing. It's really funny. I mean, Ken's in Florida, so maybe you might know some bit about some of the locations they show. It's so ridiculous.
It's really bad. You're in Florida. You might know.
You're in Florida.
I
Maybe you
might.
saw some of this stuff. I don't. All of Florida looks the same to me. Right? I'm from
Right?
Connecticut. It all looks the same.
Dude, I live in Florida, and guess what? It all looks the fucking same to me.
It's like I don't get Florida because it's all just either like super sunny or just soggy and weird. Everything you see, it's
Yep.
raining at night. It only rains at night.
Oh
Yep.
no. Oh, that's a load of shit.
No,
Film
it
better
rains.
movies, man.
I live here. That's a load of shit.
It rains with no clouds in the sky. Get a big enough wind, it's just water from the ocean.
Listen, it rains on one side of the road. It'd be 95 on the other side, sunny and no rain clouds.
It's freaking awful.
It is the weirdest shit in the world.
Nah, I'll pass.
Driving down the fucking highway and everybody else has got their wipers on coming at you. And you're driving down and you ain't got your wipers on, nothing, you got your windows
Like,
down,
what
the
fuck's
AC's
going on
like,
over there.
why's everybody got the wipers on?
Like a bath
Yeah.
salt's coming around again? What the hell?
Yep.
That's fucking crazy. No, I'll pass on that weather. I don't want anything to do with it.
Yep. Nah, don't want anything
What else is on Netflix?
anything with it.
I've been trying to watch obscure movies on Netflix. Like
I haven't watched much of
I'll
anything.
be on it and just type in like The Tree, and just whatever movie has a tree in it, I watch it.
It's one way to do it.
I did it, and I just watched a movie yesterday. It was called. What's it called? It's like The Listening Elm or something like that. Liam Neeson, Mr. Taken guy. He does the voice of a giant tree thing that's like trying to give a kid a life lesson. His kid's mother's dying of cancer. It's some weird ass story.
Oh wow. Yeah, I use the Netflix top 10 kind of like thing to like edge me along, because some of the top 10 I'm like, how is this even in the top 10?
I question.
I've never even heard of it. Yes, so do I.
Well, it's because a lot of them they're in the top 10 because people just start watching random ass shit lately.
There's like a million people like me that just turn on Netflix and scroll down and do that one.
Yeah.
Right, that looks good. I'm good.
They said this year that Netflix is going to release a new movie every week.
Oh wow, that's a
Every
lot of
freaking
movies.
week. That's a lot of movies to put out. 52 new movies a year.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're counting.
That's
I don't know.
probably not.
That's Netflix. I don't give a fuck. But they don't even care. They're just like, oh, 100 people watched it. Good enough.
Right, that'll be good. Somebody else will watch it.
Wait,
They'll watch other things.
I need Umbrella Academy season 3.
Yeah,
Bad.
it'll be interesting what they do with it.
It's gonna be cool. That's gonna be good for season 3. So it's coming out. We got Witcher season 2 coming out.
Yep, they're gonna be using the Daredevil character quite a bit, I guess, in the MCU, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I keep seeing those things pop up. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, they're actually using Charlie Cox too.
Yeah, I know, but Daredevil's character doesn't fit the MCU that well. So we're in a weird spot with the MCU. But at that
Yeah,
point
they don't
where,
know what they want.
Well, they're trying to grab at everything that was popular and maybe throw it in there to try to make up for people that are leaving.
Yep.
It feels a lot like Ninja Turtles 3.
Oh Jesus!
Oh
no.
god.
Or even,
No.
I dare say, RoboCop 3.
No. That's
Because
not allowed
like
to happen.
Ninja Turtles 3 had jokes from Ninja Turtles 1 that people always joked about and said. But it was like, oh, Ninja Turtles 1, they talked about pizza. And 3, we're going to make like every 10 minutes, we're going to talk about pizza. Hopefully,
Yeah,
grab
it
'em.
doesn't work. Right.
It doesn't work like that. It's like, oh, the quirky one-liners, let's double up on them. They all get quirky one-liners right after each other.
Right, 'cause that makes it
Then you
that
go back
much
and
better.
watch it in Ninja Turtles 3, and you're like, oh, wow, these turtles like went back in time, and they were kind of like rude assholes. Okay. Like, these are not the guys I expected.
This is not
All
what
I
I
know.
signed up for.
They better not hurt Deadpool.
That's going to be interesting. I heard he got a hell of a contract for that, too. Rolling on.
He got a hell of a
big
contract, and it's from Disney.
Yeah. Well, it's tough. I mean,
No.
Disney's doing all kinds of stuff. We got things like Mandalorian was really good.
Well, all I know is Disney better not take away the R rating.
Nah, I heard
No,
they
they're
were
not
keeping it.
supposed to. They were keeping it. They were just not gonna put it underneath the Disney, like,
They're keeping it under the Marvel
logo.
logo.
They're gonna keep it under something else, so it kind of they can put it like it's not Disney. It's our
It'll just be
sister
MCU.
branch, or yeah.
They'll leave it
That
as
way
MCU
they can-
and just call it quits.
That's all I care about. Is if they
Yeah.
ruin like the rated R rating,
Oh, it's a hard character.
That's-
it's gonna suck.
I mean, rated R things are
It's an impossible character to do without it.
not impossible. Not completely, because he could
Not
still
completely, 'cause-
swear. Because in the comic books, technically, during the Infinity Crisis, Thanos put a V chip inside of him,
Well, I watched
and he found
Once
out he had
Upon a
sensor
Deadpool.
bubbles.
I watched Once Upon a Deadpool,
Yeah, that
which
was
is
good.
the PG-13 version of Deadpool 2.
Yeah,
It's still funny, but it's just not the same.
it's forced funny. See, the R rating with Deadpool,
Yeah.
his golden ticket isn't his what he's saying. It's more about the actions that happen in the movie.
Yeah.
Limiting his weird shenanigans is the bad shit from Deadpool. Swearing won't even matter because you can get rid of that
No.
completely, but you need the gestures, you need the body freaking movements, you need the like weirdness of them.
You need all the shenanigans.
And they're trying to. I haven't heard. I mean, honestly, there hasn't been a lot going on about MCU except for Thor: Love and Thunder.
I haven't even
No.
heard anything about that one.
The only thing I've heard is Chris Hemsworth is the size of a fucking Mack truck. I've seen the pictures, and he's the size of a fucking Mack truck.
Damn.
Must be working out with Jason Momoa.
No, he's training to be Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus
he's
Christ.
supposed
He's
to be
playing
doing a
Hulk
Hulk
Hogan
Hogan.
in the freaking biop.
Yeah.
So he's like
Nice.
training to be giant size, like young Hulk Hogan, 24-inch pythons Hulk Hogan.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
So he's gonna come back humongous.
Yeah, and you're gonna be like, all right, what Thor movie are we
He's
doing
supposed to
next?
be-
Because I'm perfect.
Right? I mean, technically, this is Love and Thunder, so he should be like at the end of his run as Thor, and this is where
Yep.
Jane Foster takes over, and there's like 3 or 4
Yep.
different Thors, and it's kind of just they pass the mantle along. They don't really she doesn't become like Thor, but Thor stays in
Yeah.
Asgard, and she does all the stuff. He becomes finally king.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Bye,
Oh, no.
Dave. Where you going,
Dropped it.
buddy?
Dave, where you
Dropped-
going?
Drop the controller. Drop the
He's like, I'm
controller.
walking out after that note. I'm gonna find me a picture of Chris
That
Hemsworth.
that mic drop. Here we go. Out of here.
On that note, I
On
need to
that
go.
note, I gotta go hit the gym. Walks off screen, modifies body, comes back all diesel. Saw Chris Hemsworth
Right,
outside.
if I had one of your costumes, I'd just walk out, put that on, walk back in. Oh,
That's the weirdest thing with this costume. My dude is technically fat.
yep.
Put on the costume, shredded. Looks like John Bastow on a bad day. I did not ask for this. My dude took that magic pill that everybody's looking for.
Right.
I guess
have
so.
an instant magic pill.
That's gonna be good. Got the Borderlands movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
Borderlands.
saw
I don't
that.
know where they're gonna go with Borderlands. Confirmed.
All I know
cast
is they gotta
still
go somewhere
Kevin
different.
Hart, and I think that's all they
Yeah,
confirmed so
he's-
far.
They confirmed that girl. Who the hell was it?
Who was that?
Shit. I don't remember the name of her.
The problem is like I don't know what story they would go with.
I don't know,
Yeah,
but they can't
but
put.
If
can't
they
put
were
Kevin
smart
as,
about it, they
Roland.
would still do the earlier ones, just to try to get the older people, depending on which way they really want to go with it.
Yeah, but the story's already done. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart and Kate Blanchett. Kevin Hart is playing Roland.
Yeah, no.
That is
They need to go a different route with that. Hart's not a good military guy.
that's so bad.
Well, but he's really little.
That's the problem. Like, And Kate Blanchett is playing Lilith.
Right.
So they have to be doing.
They should have gotten The Rock to play Roland.
No.
I think that would have
No.
been perfect.
They should have gotten.
No, because if they use The Rock, they can't use Kevin Hart. The two of them are just too damn funny. And
Oh, yeah.
Borderlands was more
I think they should have put
military than it was hilarious.
What's his name? They should have used. Either have used Tyrese for Roland or. No, what the fuck's his name? Anyway, I don't know how the fuck to say it. The bad guy from Hobbs and Shaw, Idris Elba or whatever.
Oh, okay, yes, I know who you're talking about.
That guy. He would have made a good Roland.
He would
Yeah.
make an excellent Roland.
He
But
has that attitude.
even Tyrese would make a good Roland
Could play that
because
soldier.
he's played some really good parts.
Yeah, that's a hard character to do for freaking Kevin Hart. No one is gonna. I mean, you can't see Kevin Hart as anything but funny. I mean, he's built his whole career on it.
Yeah, he was a comedian.
He is a comedian. When it all comes down to it, he's a comedian.
He's stand up.
So they're
Voice
doing
of
that
Claptrap.
story. I don't know. Well, they should use the same
Danny
voice
DeVito.
actor for Danny DeVito wearing a yellow Speedo. That's it.
Uh,
Painted yellow, just walking around. That's all I need.
On a unicycle,
Yeah, give him a unicycle.
riding around on a unicycle. Danny DeVito.
Claptrap's eye is just Danny DeVito's stomach. We're just gonna
Danny
paint a big
DeVito, the
eyeball on it.
Marcus.
I see Danny DeVito as Marcus. I definitely like that. Only problem is Danny DeVito's small. But I could see him as Marcus. I can also see John Goodman for Marcus.
Oh, definitely John Goodman is Marcus.
We're obviously here building the most expensive cast possible.
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
The budget for this movie is obviously going to have to be $4 billion.
Mordecai.
Mordecai's hard. I mean, Antonio
Yeah.
Banderas, who played good Mordecai.
Or the guy
Antonio
who did
Banderas.
originally the Nightcrawler guy.
The
I think he would have been.
original Necro. We're talking like X3?
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell that guy looks like.
Yeah,
That guy's like Russian.
does anybody even know what his name is?
I don't know his fucking name.
Oh God, I couldn't remember that guy's name. But he did a really good job.
He
Like,
was good. We need somebody Spanish. Remember, Mordecai speaks Spanish. He's got that. He's like Mexican.
Antonio
That's why I was saying
Banderas.
Antonio Banderas. He wears a luchador mask. So. We need like Antonio Banderas or how is that guy? Oh my god.
The guy who did
Because obviously they're doing game 1. If they have those two, it's game 1. Because Roland doesn't make it far in the second one, and they're sure as
No.
hell not
He
gonna
does.
use characters from the second one. Craig is too over the edge. Salvador is hella racist.
yeah.
All right, you can't use Maya because that's just a weird cult thing. What else am I missing from this second? Can't use Gage because
From
child
what-
violence is definitely out the window. Can't use
From
Right,
Mordecai,
so you-
they could use the bad guy from Too Fast, Too Furious
Too fast.
when they were down in Miami.
Yeah, that guy could play a decent Mordecai.
He would play a decent Mordecai.
Good Mordecai. Could be good. I'm trying to think of somebody as Spanish as possible. Who's a famous Spanish actor right now?
You don't get any more famous than Antonio Banderas.
Yeah, I know. That's like the tough part. And Antonio Banderas in Expendables 3 looked like that role.
Yeah.
It's an easy role to like maintain.
Here's the question: who's playing Brick,
The Mountain.
the mountain?
I mean, there's really not a lot of
But
options here.
How much English does the mountain know?
I mean, about as much as Brick. Brick was never known for his intelligence. He was in the book, for the first book for Borderlands. The character that you like follow around is Maria, and she's just like some side character from Pandora. She explains Brick as the tallest and biggest, most muscular thing she's ever seen, with the brain that's the size of her toenail.
Oh man.
That would be the mountain.
And freaking, she's like, all he's doing is piling up dead bodies, and making a wall.
Yeah, that would
But Brick is,
definitely
I mean,
be
think
it.
about it. When has he done anything super intelligent?
No,
Nothing really beneficial.
no,
And
no.
it's tough. I mean,
No.
there's not a lot of giant actors out there. I mean, there's just a few of them. Oh, what about that big ass dude from fuck. Remember the first Sherlock Holmes movie with Robert Downey Jr.?
Yep.
The guy that played the big Frenchman. They fought him like under the boat.
Yeah.
Big ass guy.
Yeah, he's not as big as the mountain.
That story's hard to do. I mean, I know I'm not the only person that vividly remembers how poorly the first game's storyline was. It was not known for having a exciting story.
No. It definitely wasn't a storyline based game. You went around and shot a bunch of
You
things
just
and
shot
tried to
things,
break it
collected echo
and
recordings.
tried to break it
Yeah,
and try to break
you
it.
always broke it. It was born to be broken.
Oh, I can jump that high with that? All right, let's try it with 3 of them instead.
Sure, let's give it a shot. Who cares? We could do that.
This is the only way I'm gonna die? All right, well, give it a shot. Oh, yeah.
And so if we did the first game, we have to do... Alright, so we covered the good guys. Who the hell plays Dr. Zed?
Dr. Zed
Yeah.
House. The guy who does House.
Dr. House. Freaking, what the hell's his name?
John Leguizamo.
No,
Definitely
not John
Dr. House.
Leguizamo.
John Leguizamo could be pretty good freaking Dr. Zed.
That's what I was.
Yeah.
He could be a pretty
I know that's not the Dr. House character. But he would play a perfect gone nuts wacko doctor.
I just need Jim Carrey as TK Baha.
Hell yeah.
Or we still have to freaking put in the hell's her name? The bad guy in the first game. The chick that gets impaled by the freaking Destroyer of Worlds.
Well, you need
Oh.
Skeeter and
Scooter. Who the
Scooter.
heck?
Scooter.
Oh, well, I mean, we all know who could play Scooter. We all know a Scooter in this fucking world. Just go and get goddamn like Sean Penn or something.
Sean Penn could definitely pull off Scooter.
Sean could pull off Scooter. It'd be hilarious.
No, it would be a really good person if you really were if you were able to get him to come out of retirement, Ernest.
Yeah, that's the right kind of person.
All right, he's already naturally there for the most part.
Man, I haven't seen that. I don't know what the hell he looks like anymore.
Like I said, you'd probably have to get him to come out of retirement.
He looks like or how he even does it. Yeah, what the hell's what was the name of that freaking chick that got impaled? Commander.
I don't even remember.
What the hell's her name? Dude, it's hard. The first story wasn't long. There wasn't a lot to it. There was a lot of characters, but there wasn't a lot to this.
Well, what? No, they had more for when they did the updates to it.
I mean, kinda. General Knox was the biggest story they added. Dr. Ned was cool for like zombies, but still, that story wasn't that extra.
They should go the General Knox way.
It should just go straight General Knox.
Yeah, that would probably
The
make the
end
best
fight
sense
just
because
be
that was
Crawmerax.
right.
And have a 45-minute long credit scene fighting Crawmerax.
Right, and Matthew McConaughey has to play Knox.
I thought you were gonna say Matthew
All
McConaughey
right,
has to play Crawmerax. I would be
alright.
so happy. He just comes out of the ground. All right.
Alright.
Dives back into the ground. I'd be done. A big
Yes,
old
that would be
claws.
awesome.
It has a shredded 8-pack. We'll give him the mustache too. He could play Knox. Well, kinda. I mean, unfortunately, the ideal person to play Knox is just getting up there in age. The same guy they had play freaking J. Jonah Jameson.
Oh
Yes.
He's ideal because he has the farmer's guy. Whatever. He has the right voice.
Well, they could always use what's his name from the ranch?
Oh yeah, he can use.
He's getting old
could
too.
do
He's
Knox.
getting on it.
He's up there in
Yeah,
age.
could.
Remember, General Knox
he's
is
up there in
just-
age,
you're
but
doing
man,
head
he ain't never
acting.
gonna die.
Yeah.
That man ain't never gonna die. He gonna live just like Betty White.
He can live like Betty White.
Live
He
like Betty
might
White.
be the same age because I remember him and God, he was in a lot older movies.
I know his
Tombstone.
mustache is
All right.
46 years old.
All right. Tombstone alone, like that was in the 80s
Freaking
when that came out.
Tombstone.
He
All
was
right,
in
and he
Roadhouse.
looked the same from in Tombstone and the Roadhouse that he does now. All right, the man. Talk about having a face for generations. You're talking about
doesn't
40
change.
years there. That man hasn't changed appearance whatsoever.
You know you're old when you've acted in a movie that people compare new movies to because they're the old-timey movies, and you're still alive.
Right?
Like, oh, yeah, like I was listening to freaking one of the podcasts with Undertaker. And he was like, yeah, the character was based on like those old Western movies, like Tombstone, stuff like that. And they're still alive.
Right?
People need to stop living forever. It's getting a little ridiculous. I feel like our planet is slowly shifting just from the sheer weight of people not dying.
Well, just ask Ozzy. That man should have died years ago.
As he's been dead.
Ozzy's dead on the inside.
He's dead in every essence of the word. They're
Yo, have you
changing
heard
dead
Ozzy?
in the dictionary to just be Ozzy?
Right?
Have you heard Ozzy's new album?
Yes.
No, I
bet.
haven't.
I didn't mind it.
Oh, that was a good album.
It was really cool, and it had like variety too.
Yeah.
Shit, he was.
Well, the
like,
man can
all
still
over.
sing. He can't do anything else.
No, but
the
he
man
like
can
did
The
still
man
sing.
songs with like other artists that are way out of his genre.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, yeah.
He did a song with Post Malone.
Yeah, he did Post Malone.
He did two songs with Post Malone.
He did a song with a country singer too. I forget what the hell it was.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
was doing
God.
all
What
kinds
was
of
the name
weird
of that song?
stuff. I was like, hey,
Yeah, he did a lot of stuff.
my kind of thing. That was good. I don't know
Oh,
what the
yeah.
hell they're gonna do with any of the freaking movies, to be honest with you, because there's not much we can do with them.
No.
We still, honestly, if they go to General Knox route, then they're gonna have to figure out somebody really good to play Moxie.
Yep.
'Cause that's like the key character in that.
Who to play Moxie?
Who to play Moxie? Who would have that kind of charisma-ish of a character? There's too many. I know it's gonna sound horribly sexist and terrible, but there's way too many female actresses. Well, there's only female actresses that are playing like the tough guy role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have like, I know sex appeal is terrible, and you're just they only like me for my body, but harsh reality, like I'm a guy. I wish somebody would like me for my body.
Right. We know we ain't getting that.
Like, why is
Aspect.
Nobody likes
what the
me.
hell? Oh shit, dropping guys. Here we go. And
I wasn't even paying attention.
better get on
I didn't realize he started
I
a stream
was. I got
roll.
silver. Woo.
what? Yep, and the
Got
freaking.
silver chest.
It's really tough. I mean, some of the characters in the movie just won't fit, and you know they can't explain all these characters in one movie.
Oh God! In one movie,
No.
no way.
Because I mean, think of the hours.
But
we
they-
spent in
they-
Borderlands.
Yeah, but you have to think. Then they're gonna just take it. They're gonna cut something out. They're gonna cut.
Something's gonna have to go. Maybe they'll just do Roland and Lilith. I have no idea.
Oh, that would be interesting.
I wouldn't mind them doing a movie if it was 3-1.
Yeah,
give me a
because then there would be.
sum up where how they got on the bus.
Yeah.
We know Roland's story.
That works.
You're the Crimson
As
Land
long as we
Soldier.
don't, as long as we don't go into pre-sequel. because if we go that far
No.
back, I'm never watching it.
How dare you say that?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
That
I'll
is
never watch
trying to
it.
be. That usually gets left out of like all the
It's
conversations and
left out of
everything
every
else. All right,
game.
because
Pre-sequel
when
Because that
they're
game was
talking,
horrible.
game at all.
it,
It is just
it was
bouncing
the
around, shooting things, playing with Halo Jump without putting Halo on the name. And eventually it turns to the I'm tired of fighting for oxygen. I'm just gonna play Claptrap.
Yep.
right.
It was a way for people to play Claptrap. It was the
Right. I get to
worst
play
thing.
Claptrap.
It was terrible.
Claptrap.
They changed
Don't.
Wilhelm. They changed freaking the sheriff. Claptrap stayed the same. I don't know why he got special treatment.
Because if they changed Claptrap, everybody would have turned that entire game upside down.
It's really hard. I mean, like, they can only do the first game or pre-first game. They can't do pre-sequel because those characters are all based on previous games.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't do Borderlands 2 because that, I mean, they could, but that Jack story is like 30 bajillion hours long.
Yeah, but then they have to do a lot of backstepping,
Yep.
telling you how they got to where they had to get there and everything else like that. So you're gonna spend half of the movie doing flashbacks, and the other half of it maybe progressing forward. And then you're gonna be like, why couldn't we just split this up into two different movies?
Yeah. Well, since you don't have the story of Angel, you have no idea what the hell's going on.
Yep. Exactly.
Now, you can skip to 3, where none of the other shit matters.
Right where.
Really, 1 and 2 didn't even matter. I mean, the characters were there, but Jack don't freaking count and nothing else counts. But then the characters are hard to do. Maz,
Yep.
not a very freaking creative character. Good character to use and play as, but not that in depth. Zane, he's an operative, okay, but that only fits in movies when you go back and you show like all the operative shit that he did.
Yep.
And then the Siren chick, she was just a celebrity. Yeah, like a female rock. And
Yeah.
Flack doesn't count. I mean,
Flack
I love
is
Flack,
not.
he doesn't count. He's like a glitch. To this day, he's still a glitch. So that's why I still don't play that game. Last time I went on,
I never finished it.
I went on streaming, and I just jumped on. Sean's like, "Oh, cool, Borderlands 3," and I went through that area where you get Maya, and I got like 20
Yeah.
freaking legendaries. And Sean did, holy shit! And I was like, my luck is freaking plus 17%. And it just drops them like it's going out of style. I was like, that doesn't make it very hard. It isn't.
Nope. I can do this all
It's yellow
day.
caking everybody. I go down, the dog brings me up. I yellow cake everybody. I go down, the dog brings me back up. They kill my dog, I make it spawn out of a portal. Now he's big, and then he brings me back up. It's like never-ending journey. So he's a glitch character. So you don't really have any real in-depth characters. They're gonna have to do pre-1. I want to see Crimson Lance Roland.
Where he meets Lilith.
Yeah. Like when they get to the
No,
bus
give me-
stop, give me 4 different movies, like 4 little sub movies of these guys. They got to meet up at some point to get on this bus.
Right?
So Lilith has to meet up with them somewhere. Brick, they don't ever explain where Brick comes from, even in the books. They're just like, oh, there's a mountain.
He just
and a
gets
man.
pooped out of the sky.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, he must have just been born this way or something, because we don't know what the fuck that is. Mordecai, he's a hunter. So he was like a big game hunter. That's all they tell us. So we don't know anything else besides that. Oh, even in 3, you can't even do Flint's freaking story because then you have to go over Baron Flint from Borderlands 1.
Yep. They all kind of like wind up tying together.
Yeah, Baron Flint is the uncle to Flint. And the freaking, to Zane. His name's Zane Flint. So they're related. Then you have to
Oh,
mix
yeah.
that shit together.
Yeah, they've got to do a pre-1.
They have to do pre-1. That's the only way they can go with it.
Because you know they're going to tie the whole love story of Lilith and Roland into this. As unfortunate as that sounds.
Because the pre-production description is a featured film based on a popular video game set on the abandoned fictional planet of Pandora, where people search for a mysterious relic.
Yeah.
You didn't look for a relic in the first one.
No.
You were trying to open the vault to get rich.
Yeah.
Filthy, stupid, freaking filthy rich. And then you go, and you kill the destroyer, and you get nothing.
Yeah.
Right?
Nothing
It
happens.
leaves you short-handed. You get chipped.
Unless you're
You
brick,
get played.
and you go berserker, and you jump into the destroyer and kill it. Then you turn into me, where you lose all your skill points forever. I lost all my inventory, my SDUs, and my skill points. I was a level 72 useless brick.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't use Berserker, couldn't do anything. Had to start a whole new character. So that is definitely something you can't do. Broke that game way too
Well,
many
that's
times.
because we worked the hell
break
out of
it.
that game every time we played.
Every time.
Broke it, break it.
I mean,
How much
Oh,
can
yeah.
you break one
I
game?
mean, Borderlands 1, I could literally grind the first story in 15 minutes because you can just jump the wall and cheat. Collect
Yep.
all the pieces, get to the end line, be done. Okay, it's over. Shoot up the
Right,
side where
I'm
the bridge
there.
doesn't come down. Ha! Drive the car up it, stand on the car, jump up.
Now, I remember grinding 2
Oh my god.
all the way through. Me and you, Kyle. All the way through. And I think we were level 16 by the time we got to the freaking end.
Yeah, fighting the warrior, it's like level 40.
Fighting the warrior.
Still
We
pretty
got
quick.
this.
We wall jumped everything.
Cheated the whole thing. Grenade jumps.
We just broke the hell out of that game.
That was another game that had freaking cheater characters.
Yeah.
Everybody else freaking, you guys took freaking, you always took Axton, which the turret
Yeah.
stuck to everything.
Yep. Throw that against the wall. Hell yeah.
You could cheat that thing so bad to get it with the longbow on there, and you could stick that thing down by the warrior before you even get down there.
Yep.
Yep.
It's like stuck to the warrior's head.
Good spot for it.
You used to go down there and stick it to the top of the little gate thing that spawns where your warrior comes out of. And every time the
Yep.
warrior comes up, gets unloaded on by it. Salvador freaking regenerated ammo and health as fast as you could shoot. So you had 2 spin guns or conference calls with a B shield. You amp them out, you're done. You spend a half hour, kill him 100 times.
Yeah, farm him a couple
That game
times.
was freaking. I broke that game so bad.
We
Or when
farmed
we-
the hell out of every game that we've ever played for Borderlands.
All of them. I remember playing even pre-sequel. I was able to farm it pretty fast. Only problem with pre-sequel is the legendary sucked because everything in pre-sequel was a laser.
Oh,
They were obsessed with
Because it
laser.
was all in space.
Yeah.
So they made everything freaking laser.
It's all about the lasers. You shoot a big laser.
Lasers suck.
laser.
suck.
Like a laser.
Because all the lasers shot.
My
inside.
favorite gun, everybody else hated.
I hate the bitch.
Oh, that bitch was a great gun, first one.
Freaking Sean sent me. You see the thing he tagged me on Facebook about
No.
the gun that talks.
Oh yeah, I saw that. He tagged us
You know what
all
the
in
fuck
it.
gun that is?
Yeah, that fucking annoying
It's
one.
the Bane.
Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
I almost wanted right back and do you dirty bastard. Nobody wants that gun. Nobody wants the Bane. The damage is ridiculous, but no.
Nope. You suck. Fuck you. Shut up.
No, it screams bloody fucking murder as you pull the trigger, and it shoots sporadically, and if you carry it, you can only crawl, basically.
Yeah.
Oh
So
man.
you're just at a crawl doing gnarly damage, but it's just screaming like you're just slaughtering children. It was so annoying. I was like, no, screw that gun. I was like, really? Of all the guns then to make, couldn't make the conference call or something cool? No. Make the freaking.
No, I had to make one that
No,
talked.
they could have made the bitch. Just an overpowered electric freaking airsoft SMG or something. Just crank that.
That was my favorite gun, and it was so hard to get in the freaking second one.
It was. You had to farm bunker for it.
Ridiculous. Yeah.
Bunker was
I
annoying.
had to farm bunker for the bitch and for what, the bee shield?
Nope.
Yeah.
D shield
Bunker
came
also.
from Hunter Hellquest.
Which one came from bunker? He had a shield
The
too.
sham.
Oh yeah.
You have the sham off the Hunter. You needed the sham because the sham gave you wicked freaking wasn't overpower, wasn't amp damage. It was bullet absorption.
Yeah.
It was like almost a 98% chance of bullet absorption instead of taking
Damn.
damage.
But you got the sham. You got the sham 10 times more than you got the freaking bitch.
Yeah. It was always the friction. You would see it and be like, no, shield. It's a sham.
Oh, that's the shield. Fuck.
Start picking it up, throwing it off the edge. I don't want this. Nobody wants this.
Nobody wants this anymore. We can't deal with
Because I
it.
think we played for like 3 days just farming bunker and couldn't freaking get the gun.
It was just insane.
It was ridiculous.
Then I farmed the shit out of Terramorphous. Had that down to a fucking T. I was able to mow him down in a matter of seconds. Before I almost hit the ground, I can mow him down.
Nice.
All we needed to have was that freaking
2
a shotgun.
balls and the bee,
Oh.
and we're done. And
Yep.
the game would be like, and then it would die. I didn't know how to process any of it. The third one didn't have any like raid bosses that were that great.
No,
Bye, Dave.
no. God damn
Dave's
it.
like, I'm out.
Damn it, Dave, stay in your seat.
I
Yeah.
would if
Dave
I
looks
could
like
keep
the-
my.
His character looks like if you mix
Pony boy.
Grease and Constantine. 1950s John Constantine
Hey.
had to team up with John Travolta
Yep.
and didn't want Johnny Boy to lose. All
Hey,
Johns
me
stick together.
me and the greasers here. We got to stick together here.
You look like Pony Boy.
Yeah, Pony Boy
He was
Curtis.
doing the freaking Grease movie. He was driving freaking Grease Lightning. Ken was one
Grease
of the
Lightning.
mechanics.
Yes, I
Doing
was.
that weird dance thing around it as they were working on it.
Right, because that fixed the car
My
completely.
dude's freaking
That-
He-Man, Master of the Universe, still looking for the gatekeeper.
All right, well, Kenny's the Fu Manchu over there. Like, he's the mechanic with the flared top to it and everything else. Like, he looks like he belongs in the Mardi Gras going out.
Yeah. You need like a mechanic hat, Ken.
No one
Oh.
would be better. Like, if that was like in a white and black, like, kind of like jumpsuit, we could have called him the King.
Yeah. There you go. Elvis jumpsuit. Is there an Elvis jumpsuit in this game? That'd be awesome.
I don't think so.
Dazzle the shit out of you. There's gotta be, because I have the sweet guitar.
Or
stand.
even with that one right there, like if he like got like made his hair black and just slicked it all off to one side on like
Give
the
himself a
on
pompadour.
his face, yeah, give like it would be perfect.
Just running around. Oh, hail the king.
Aww.
He just blows up a guy, jumps on him. Hail the king, baby.
Give me some sugar.
He's just sitting there playing some guy in the guitar and sitting at the tent.
You know you just want to give the king some sugar.
House is full with nothing but toilets.
Fried chicken and toilets.
Fried chicken and toilets. Just a bloodbath. That'd be so wrong. My guy doesn't fit. I haven't found any other cool costume. I just get to be Grognarok.
Right.
I don't know if I'll ever get rid of my head.
I like my head, but I figured that I would show my face while we're doing this stuff.
My guy's
And then
face
I'd put my
is
hat
the
back on.
same face as the ginger dude from Game of Thrones.
Oh, I didn't know if you kept it as when you were doing the Joker face and
Oh,
everything
man,
else
yeah.
underneath there.
Nah, I changed it since the Joker. You know, I had somebody freak out in stream one day when I did that. This game first came out, and I had him running around in the nurse outfit.
Oh yeah,
There were no private
I
servers.
remember that.
And I was running down the road, and suddenly some other dude came running across the grass, and he stopped and did, "Holy shit!" And I was like, "Hey!" And he's like, "Oh my, you almost gave me a freaking heart attack, dude." He was like, "Your dude looks just like the Joker." I did. I know.
I know. That's what I was
Like,
trying to go
what the
for.
hell?
Oh yeah.
I was on public server yesterday. It's kind of roaming
Yeah.
around playing. Actually, no, this morning. Man, feels like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
I was on this morning just building stuff. Had people coming by buying things out of my freaking store.
Yep.
Are the public servers getting any better?
Oh, they're much better. Way better.
Everybody's not
If
running
you want
around
to do
being
a
a douche.
nuclear drop, that's the way to do it. Everybody
Oh, that's
drops them in that
because
same
That way-
spot down south to do freaking the Scorch Queen. And there's people running them constantly.
That's what you got to do to get your plane there, buddy.
Yeah, that's what I gotta do to get down there. So I have to start going on just for a little bit, wait for them to drop one, make sure I have enough caps to fast travel. And then just
Yep.
jump down there. Guys, it's the only way I'm gonna get it.
And it's a shot in the dark to see if we all get on the same server.
Yeah, and well, technically, if I jump on one, you could still join me.
Yeah, you could still join him.
Yeah, you can go on and join with me. So like, just like we do with, I'm on a private server.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Nobody's telling me when to drop people.
It's not my job. I don't drop people. I drop
My
guy.
phone. My phone tells me. My phone beeps at me.
Oh, you turned on your notification?
No, I have it running in the background right now. It's the only thing that's running on inside of the internet, so it's just in the background. When it gets to it, just bings, and then I pop over, and jump, drop, and go on my way.
My phone's on silent mode, so
Why is Sean
That's
dropping
why I don't
all
pay
his
attention.
guys down at the bottom? Bastard.
I dropped one down, with them, just so he had some friends down there,
So he's not all
Nope.
alone.
so he's not all alone.
I gotta
Leaving
more
him
stuff
by
to put on
himself.
table. I wish they release stuff like placemat and things to put on tables. The Adam store sucked
like
for like
what?
the last month.
Yeah, well, they did a lot with when they were doing the whole Brotherhood thing. They were throwing so much stuff at it at once.
Yeah, but still. I mean, it's gotta be somebody's job over at Bethesda.
Yeah, it should be.
Somebody's job is to just focus on what's going on in the Adam store.
just focus on your decorations, man. Decorations.
Make sure you release some cool stuff and make sure people spend money with us.
Right? Like, because if it's cool, they're going to spend atoms on it, and then they're going to want to get more atoms. So they're going to, like, play it a little bit longer. They're going to try to get those, or they'll get mom and dad to, Dad, I need this. You got to get me some atoms. I need more money.
Oh god, I need more.
Yeah, I didn't buy a whole hell of a lot this
I didn't buy anything.
this time too.
I mean, I put the ammo converter and shit like that at the top. I was like, I already got the ammo converter.
Right? I did the same thing.
Like, what the fuck? I thought it was a skin for a second. I was like, cool. But nope.
Yep, nope. Denied.
Yeah.
That was pretty good.
There's no other big movies.
Not
coming
too
out, is
bad.
there?
Nope, not right now. Right now, everything's still on, like, super hold. The only thing I've been hearing about, the only thing that's been ramping up and doing any kind of, like, real production has been the Batman movie.
Oh my god. Here we go.
And that's just a whole bunch of
Batman
mixed
movie.
reviews on that.
Are we still going with that really like crappy Batman?
It's still Robert Patterson.
Well, it's still Robert Patterson, but he's supposed to also get, like, they're supposed to show him getting a white cowl, the white eyes in his cowl and everything else.
Well, he's always had the white
It's...
eyes. The problem is that they're doing Robert Patterson in a movie But Ben Affleck just signed on for 15 episodes of an HBO series for Batman.
Yep.
So we got two
Mix it
Batmans
all
going
up.
on here.
Yep.
And the Batmobile sucks. I don't care.
That's because nobody's gonna beat Batfleck. Right? The mighty Batchin.
I think that's what helps him as the Batman is that chin. Because that's definitely one big chin.
There's everything. There's everything about Batman is simple. He has to have a good chin. He has to look good in a suit and in the bat suit. And Ben Affleck looks like a billionaire.
Right?
When it all comes down
When
to
he's
it,
dressed
Christian
up.
Bale didn't look good in a suit in the office.
Well, that's because he's freaking 5'2".
Yeah. Val Kilmer didn't look good as freaking Bruce Wayne. Didn't look good as Batman either. But he just kind of got thrown through a shit pool.
George Clooney
George Clooney doesn't
wasn't
count.
bad as Bruce
You
Wayne.
get it, the nipples.
No, that's the one part we don't get.
No, the one part I don't get? The Batman credit card.
The Batman what?
Batman credit card.
Batman credit card.
First scene in Batman Forever, they break the window and destroy all the stuff, and Batman does, just charge it. And he whips out a Batman credit card.
Oh, that's
Who
stupid.
the
I
fuck
did not
approved
see
this
that.
then?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Right? Who approved this?
Wait a second. What's the APR of Batman's credit card?
Right? Is it unlimited?
What's this guy?
Does he,
And of course it's gonna be black, so it must be a black card. But like, why does he need a credit card? He's fucking Bruce Wayne.
Right?
When is he ever
He's
like,
Bruce
I'm
Wayne.
not gonna buy that. I'm gonna charge it and finance it over the course of the next 7 years to improve my credit. You're fucking Bruce Wayne.
Right? What name are you using for that alias right there? Because if you're supposed to have a secret identity, having a card registered to the Batman, they're going to be like, all right, Mr. Batman, that's not your name. We need a name, address.
Social security number.
So, like, we need things before we can issue this to you.
What's your current job? Fighting crime is not a real job. A police officer is a job, you idiot. Not fighting crime. We can't approve you for that. Well, what if I give you $4 billion as a down payment? Apparently, you don't need a credit card.
Right? You don't need a credit card then.
Oh, damn. I can't do it. I'm going to jump in my Batmobile.
And the movie I'm waiting for is the new Power Rangers movie.
Oh, my God. Legend of the White Dragon Zord?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. You following him on Instagram now?
I'm following him on Instagram. I haven't been on and checked in a while,
Oh, yeah.
but that's the movie I'm waiting
I
for.
haven't seen him post that much about the Legend of the White Dragon.
Because I know they're working on it.
They are.
He's working on that, right? Isn't that supposed to be his last one?
That's supposed to be a.
I don't.
There's a studio called fuck are they called? Shit. He does a whole bunch of movies for him.
He basically funds them.
Yeah, he basically funds them. But
Well,
Forget
he
the
has made
studio.
a shit ton of money off of that one character.
he did a movie where it was like he played Deadshot, not Deadshot, Bloodshot, and John
Okay.
Morrison or Johnny Mundo.
No.
Johnny Mundo. Johnny Mundo played another character. It was the same people that did the Boone the Bounty Hunter with Johnny
Oh
Mundo.
God.
I only watch it because the first guy that Boone the Bounty Hunter chases down is Kevin Sorbo.
Awesome.
I was like, oh shit, Kevin Sorbo. No, I don't know when that movie's coming out. I haven't seen him post anything online about it. I gotta look up the other actors to see if they have anything. It's hard with those movies because they're wanted to be seen, but studios do not want to fund the shit out of them.
No, not
Well,
with stuff
the-
not being able to go out to the cinemas and everything else, with a lot of things going directly to
HBO.
like Netflix, HBO, and stuff like that. They're looking for a new way of making money, so they're trying to cut back on how much money they spend on these theatrical movies, because if we're not gonna make that money back, it's gonna take 10 years to make that money instead of 2 months.
Yeah. I think things are gonna go the way of Mandalorian. That set, I think, really changed how people look at movies. So obviously, we've all seen at least one episode of Mandalorian. Maybe not Dave.
Yeah.
Yes.
But the way they film Mandalorian is it's on the ground is a practical set. And then
Yep.
behind it is like a 300-foot curved LCD monitor.
Oh wow.
Not green screen. So the whole thing behind him, all those things that you see in the background where pretty much it's right behind anything that could be built on the ground, is
Yep.
all LCD LED monitor. And it changes with him
Damn.
as he's acting. So the scene's moving. He's just standing in front of basically a big TV doing the movie.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think that's going to change a lot of things. So it changes the budget. You don't have to green screen,
Oh,
key
yeah,
things
'cause
out,
you could-
special effect this, special effect that. You can actually just be like real practical area and change the environment behind him. Okay, you're done.
You good?
Change it into a moving landscape and just have him walk with it. The actor can actually like time with it. They can see what's going on.
Right? Like, yeah, you're not playing guess and check. Okay, it's gonna be there. Don't worry.
Yeah,
You
pretend
you
you're grabbing
look
a ball
scared.
and they hold like a tennis ball out on a string.
He's a big scary dude. Act scared.
Like the Thanos head,
Right? Yep.
the head on a stick. Josh Brolin walked around with it stuck to his back. Look at the Thanos head, not Josh Brolin, because he's like crotch height. It's hard to keep track of these movies. The movie journalism that goes towards them is just rough. Some of the articles
Oh,
I
yeah.
see are just like I get articles pop up on like Google News thing. It's like Josh Brolin to reprise 2 roles in Marvel Universe. Well, he played 2. No shit, he's gonna reprise 2 roles. Thanos will come back, and Cable didn't die.
Yep. And you get a flag bearer.
You gave me a flag bearer. This guy gave me a flag bearer. How dare you?
Yeah, no, there's no
The coverage is terrible, and then so it's hard to track these movies that are like the lower indie circuit movies.
Oh well, they've been so hard since this whole pandemic thing.
Yeah.
well, I've got an actual page for Legend of the White Dragon.
Is there anything on there that says a date?
No.
Of course not. So I just need something. Yeah, I just want to know where they expect everything to go. Because
Well, they're saying the end of 2021.
yeah, everything's freaking next year. 2021 has very little going on. And Christmas of 2021, instead of Mandalorian, we're getting the Boba Fett puppet. The Book of Fett.
The Book of Fat.
The Book of Fett. It's a Boba Fett series.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yep. If you watch season 3, Boba Fett plays a big character. Or not season 3, but season 2. Boba Fett's a huge character in season 2.
Yeah, well, they started to have to add him into it because then the older people were like, I want Boba Fett. It's in the same timeline.
Barely in the same
Yeah.
timeline, but yeah.
Yeah, well, the Boba Fett's probably, what, older
Oh, he's much older.
by this timeline?
Oh, yeah, he's definitely older.
Yeah.
He was older.
I do not want the clone.
Yeah, that's what I figured. That's why I was like,
So it's really,
Basement's over.
I don't know what other. Just David Frank's working on that.
He's working on that. He's doing a tour for his Green Ranger stuff. And
Yeah, I don't know if there's
Basically
any
just
cons going
all-out
on this
Power
year, so
Rangers.
it's hard to keep track of some of these.
I don't think there's any cons going on yet. I think most of them have still been postponed because you still can't have real giant gatherings, and cons are giant
The
gatherings.
definition of giant gathering.
everybody's
right.
got to have social distancing.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
It's a Comic-Con. That's probably the safest place to be. Everybody's wearing a fucking mask anyway.
I know, right? Make it mandatory to wear a mask of some form. Okay, so you have to dress up.
Right?
Yeah, you have to do cosplay. Okay.
Loyalty skin chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
What's the
my
next one? We're gonna keep
god.
grinding. Screw it, right?
Whoa. They shoot it. Where are we? They shoot it. Wherever we're going, it's gonna be right there. No, it's not. You. Oh, we moved up top.
All right. What do you say we jump on Fallout and go to there, play some games?
Yeah, it's been about an hour, and we've been sitting here bullshitting about just about anything and everything under the sun.
Yep, pretty much.
Well, that's the way we were trying to get it to go.
I don't know. It's easy to
Hey,
get
it
it
works
to go.
good.
It's just a matter of having things to talk about. And my goal today was to talk about movies, because that Borderlands movie's been pissing me off for like a week now.
Kevin Hart's not going to be he is not going to be a good Roland at all.
Borderlands is the game that got me to say, okay, first-person shooters are okay.
Yeah.
That was the game. Like no other game got me I could tolerate it. Before that, I hated them. GoldenEye was as far as I
Yep.
went, and it was mediocre at best.
Yeah.
It's because GoldenEye was like the original OG. You have to be good at shooting.
No matter how, granted, controls in GoldenEye were terrible. The guns were mediocre at best. But GoldenEye was good because you could sit down and play it with 3 other people, yell at each other, and blow shit up.
Yep.
That's the only reason it was good. But besides that, it was a decent shooter. But no, it's everything besides that. I didn't like first-person shooters until Borderlands. Now they're gonna ruin it.
Yeah, I didn't really like first-person shooters, and I remember doing like Halo nights with Ryan and his older brother.
Yep.
Back when we were like 18.
Chris played Borderlands. That's how I knew it must have been a good first-person shooter. Chris played
I like that.
5 characters in that game. Right? Chris sucks at first-person shooters. He sucks at freaking shooting stuff, but he loved the story and he loved the
Chris
characters.
sucks at video games.
Not all of them. Chris and Sean have the curse. Sean just got good at first-person shooters. When it comes to like an RPG game, Chris can grind.
Oh my god, they'll kill us.
The patience is insane.
Well,
We don't
Chris
have
is good when he doesn't, when nobody's bothering him and it's just him by himself.
Yeah,
He's good at
you
that.
stick him by himself to really just grind out a game and do a story, he could go at it.
Oh yeah.
And he's surprisingly good at Gran Turismo, which I'm not quite sure how the fuck that happened.
I don't know either because you can't drive worth the
I
shit.
didn't drive worth a shit, but Gran Turismo, he was good at it. All right. Well,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna
All right.